All right, friends, we are here for quads and glutes. This is mostly glutes today. I'll run through um, the exact format of the workout today, what weights I'll be using. Shallow bench, we're going to kick things off with hip thrust. So, what we have are four working sets of 20 reps and then a fifth failure set. So that failure set, you're welcome to go as heavy as you want for as many reps as you want. So the goal is to get to failure there, obviously. I've got my setup with a resistance band. I have a 50-pound dumbbell. I have a barbell, which I'm probably not going to use, but it's here just in case. Scoot this out of the way, and then we're going to go into sumo squats, finishing with some pulses. So what we have is 10 to 15 full range sumo squats right into 10 pulses. So that's a pretty wide range there. Again, the goal is to get pretty close to failure within that pretty high rep range, finishing with those pulses. So I wouldn't go too heavy for those. I've got my 50 for that, and that's going to be 4 working sets total. We'll bring our bench back for 3 sets of Bulgarian split squats. In between this movement, we have a standing glute raise. So you can, if you're at the gym, you could use the cable machine with a regular handle or an ankle strap. Some people bring it around the calf, some people bring it around the ankle, and we're just looking for that standing glute engagement. I'll just be using a dumbbell for that. I've got 15s, 10s, something light. This should be fine. And then we'll finish with our pull throughs. So I have a resistance band. You can use a cable machine if you're at the gym for your pull throughs. The goal is 3 sets, with that final set being a failure. All right. So no expectation about a specific number of reps for that set. Everybody's failure point looks a little bit different. So I am warmed up and ready to go, but I am gonna start with some inchworms before we get it going, and then we'll jump right in. Get my music back up and running. It's gonna take a minute. Let me check the connection. Okay, connection's good, and I'm just gonna scoot this out the way. The 2000 playlist is going strong today, obviously. All right. Let's see if I can scoot this over slightly. So we've got lots of hinging today, lots of squats. Bulgarians are going to be more of a quad focused Bulgarian, which means you're going to plan your angle and your weight selection accordingly. Got one more here. Big step. Drop that back knee. Just getting into the hip flexors a little bit. If you've got tight hips like me, such a great one. All right, awesome. Okay, so first set of 20. two, I'll just start out nice and light. First working set, we got a lot of reps. So I want to be careful about my progressions. I'm at halfway through, 10. All right, awesome, awesome work. Now, what you might want to consider for that last set, if you max out your weight, like I'm thinking I may actually max out my weight. So what I might add to replace the failure set, because I don't really want to go beyond 20 reps, I may do 10 full followed by 10 casts and then a 10-second hold. So that's one way to really elongate time under tension, put the right focus on the right muscle without doing way more reps than you need to. Just essentially keeping a lot more tension and stress on the muscles without doing like 30 or 40 reps in one set. Now, if you're still resting, go ahead and still rest. Take your time. It takes a little bit for me to get like set up and then ready to actually start the set. So I like to jump in early. I forgot to do this the first set. A good hack, bring your fingertips to your knees when your legs are straight in your setup. Make sure your back is fully like pressed up against whatever you're using for support too. Sometimes if there's too much space, that's gonna kind of mess up the angle of your feet placement. Anyway, fingertips to the knees. Bring the heels where the fingertips were. Again, for me, that's a little bit of a struggle, but that's what I'm going for. I'm at 15, 5 more. So what you want is the heaviest weights that you can lift with the best form for the prescribed reps and sets. All right. Set number 3. Now again, you're welcome to recover up to 2 minutes. Gonna stick with my same tension there. Now I start a little bit tighter too because they slide. Toes slightly turned out. Driving the knees in. Set number 3. Done, dusted. 2 more working sets. Whew. All right. I'm gonna go with same resistance, same 20 reps for this 4th set. Failure set, I may just max out the resistance and keep it full range. Yeah, I think that's what I'll go with. But if you are maxed out already in whatever weight selection you got, consider that little variation. That 10 regular, 10 cast, 10-second isometric hold. Here we go. Probably gonna need the full 2 minutes of recovery. And remember, if it's so much weight that you can't effectively use proper form, like if your head's coming back, if your back is rounding or arching really bad, consider dropping it down to a manageable weight where you're going to keep everything in line, where you're going to keep chin tucked to chest. That's really hard. That's the first thing to go, I think, when your weights are just too heavy. All right. Whew. Recover, failure set, and then we go right into sumo squats. More fun stuff. Whew. All right, I got 30 more seconds to recover. It's gonna take me 30 seconds to get in here, so might as well. All right. There's nothing telling me that I could perform 2 reps in a row, 3 reps in a row with good form. All right, yeah, 10 to 15 full reps. Wherever you end in your full range, you've got 10 pulses. So don't forget about the pulses. 4 working sets. We start right here, set 1. Set number 1. 1 down, 3 to go. This workout feels like I'll be walking funny tomorrow. Your ticket to higher quality, more productive workouts, honestly, may need to come down to this one thing, because I know we're used to supersetting, but sometimes when we're going high rep, high volume, you've got to have at least that 60 seconds to 120 seconds of recovery. Like, probably if I didn't have a timer, I'd be rushing into the next set right now. And if I just give myself 20 more seconds, I'll be able to do probably the same 12 full reps, 10 pulses, and have enough in the tank for 2 more of those sets. So I know, sometimes it takes more discipline to say, all right, I'm just gonna recover. Like, I'm not gonna do a superset when it's not prescribed, just gonna have that recovery. See what that can do for you. Two down, two to go. Whew. I'm having an easier time recovering too in between, just because I know the next superset, I'm gonna move very quickly through it. 10 more seconds, I'm gonna walk it over. All right, set number 3 or 4, here we go. What progression do you wanna make? What's that gonna look like? Oh. Last recovery, last working set. Twenty more seconds to recover for me. All right, my goal here is to get very, very close to failure. So I'm going to stretch it to the full 15 reps. Maybe I regret it, maybe I don't know. But if you never try, and you never know. to 10 each on the Bulgarians. And then we go right into 8 to 10 of these guys. Rest, repeat, 3 rounds. Here we go. Body upright, quad focused. All right, quick sip, right into set number 2. All right, y'all. Last recovery, last set. switch. Last 8 reps of this guy. All right. You know the workout slays when you're not hearing a ton of instruction. Any instruction, just grunting really. 3 sets. Last one's a failure set. Rep range 15 to 20. Quick little 10-15 second recovery, right back into it. Just enough for a quick sip. All right, guys. Last recovery, last set. I'm going for the 20 reps. Or make a progression in some way to get you to failure. Heavier weight, heavier resistance, combination of all 3. Halfway. Go hydrate, eat, stretch, move, eat your protein, eat your carbs, Drink your water, slay the rest of your day. I'll see you next time.